You are dead asleep when your eyes suddenly snap open. You glance at the clock. It is 2 in the morning. Your heart beats faster as you stare at the ceiling in the pitch black, calculating how few hours you have left before the alarm goes off. We treat human rest like a factory shift, a rigid, unbroken 8-hour block of unconsciousness that we either successfully complete or fail. But for 99.9% of human history, complete darkness was the absence. For 300,000 years, your ancestors spent half their biological lives enveloped in a darkness so thick they literally could not see their own hands. The consolidated 8-hour sleep block is a modern industrial requirement, not an evolutionary one. Emerging research suggests this specific window of midnight alertness is a biological fossil, a remnant of an ancient rhythm we've spent the last century trying to suppress. Modern medicine currently identifies this 2 a.m. awakening as insomnia, but the data suggests it might actually be a misdiagnosed evolutionary feature. In 1992, psychiatrist Thomas Wehr conducted a clinical study to see what happens when the human body is stripped of artificial light. He isolated subjects in a laboratory environment for several weeks, removing all access to electricity and mimicking natural day-night cycles. Left in natural darkness, subjects' rest divided into 2 halves, separated by a midnight wakefulness gap. During this gap, instead of anxiety, their pituitary glands secreted massive amounts of prolactin, a hormone inducing deep meditative calmness. This laboratory evidence mirrors what historians find in the written record. In 2001, A. Roger Ekirch analyzed thousands of pre-industrial documents, from medical journals to court depositions. These records consistently describe sleep in 2 separate phases, commonly referred to as first sleep and second sleep. Our ancestors called the gap between these phases the watch. It was a period they used for prayer, reflection, or interpreting dreams, a time when the mind was alert, but the body remained profoundly relaxed. Historically and biologically, a single, uninterrupted night of sleep was never the standard for human rest. This rhythm likely traces back nearly 1 million years. Excavations at Wonderwork Cave have found microstratigraphic evidence of controlled fire, marking the moment early hominids began to push back the night. The campfire revolution created a 30-foot radius of safety, protecting humans from nocturnal predators. This shifted how humans communicated. While daytime talk focuses on survival, 81% of nighttime talk around a fire shifts to storytelling and cultural bonding. Fire provided a safe environment for humans to stay awake in the dark. It allowed us to use that midnight biological gap as a nightly workshop for imagination and social cohesion. This ancient schedule only began to erode in the 17th century, when cities like Paris introduced the first public street lighting, fundamentally altering how urban populations experienced the night. The disruption accelerated with the widespread adoption of the incandescent light bulb, which gave us the power to erase darkness entirely. As the industrial age demanded higher productivity, we compressed our natural exposure to darkness into a single consolidated block of rest to fit a standard workday. Today, our constant exposure to the high-frequency blue light of screens and cityscapes actively suppresses our production of melatonin. This artificial light prevents the brain from reaching the hormonal states found in our ancestors' records, keeping us locked in a daytime biological state even when we try to sleep. But the underlying biology is remarkably resilient. In 2013, researchers monitored subjects who spent a week camping without any artificial light or digital devices. After just 7 days in natural light-dark cycles, the subjects' internal circadian clocks reset by 2 hours, automatically aligning their hormones with the ancestral baseline. When you wake up at 2 a.m., you are not witnessing a malfunction. You are experiencing a sacred, quiet window for individual consciousness that humans have utilized for millennia. The next time you find yourself awake in the dead of night, do not fight the silence. You are simply stepping into a rhythm that helped build human culture.